Welcome to Williamsport High School, getting ready for girls basketball action here tonight on Antietam Broadband. The Williamsport Wildcats hosting the Walkersville Lions. Glad to have you with us here tonight for live basketball coverage. Brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and the surrounding communities. Mark Keller and Chad Brashears with you. Thanks for joining us again, everybody, here on Antietam Broadband. And big game here tonight. Williamsport Wildcats coming into this one 17-0 and taking on a Walkersville Lions team that they faced a couple weeks ago, January 19th. Winning that one 38-32, and Chad, that's been the closest game that the Wildcats have played this year, the closest margin of victory in that one. And this is a game here tonight that I think has Williamsport coach Kevin Murphy a little bit concerned.
It does. I mean, you know, they played really well down at Walkersville, but, you know, a couple games ago against Clear Spring, Cam Seltzer did have an elbow injury. I know she has rehabbed her way back nicely with the athletic training staff here at Williamsport, but I do know that she might not be right where she needs to be. So that's a concern for Kevin. Plus, their size is a big concern for Kevin. I mean, they have 3 girls that are over 6 feet tall. That doesn't happen a lot in high school basketball. So he does have some concerns. Plus, this game has a lot of playoff implications on it.
We take a look at the leading scorer for Williamsport, of course, Paige Smith, who just continues. You know, we saw her really stand out the last time we saw the Williamsport girls here, and she's done more of the same. 31 points in a win over Smithsburg this week. Had 30 in a game against South Hagerstown last week, and you know, like we said a couple weeks ago, everything the offense kind of all revolves around her for Williamsport. I
mean, it really does. You know, she does a really good job of running the offense, but she's also patient and gets her shots within the offense. But I'll be honest with you, watching Kevin's team play a week or so ago, everybody contributes very nicely. They get the ball up the floor exceptionally well, and they really are unselfish, and it was a lot of fun to watch. I'm looking forward to tonight's game.
Should be a really good one. Walkersville, at this point, 11-6. After that loss to Williamsport a couple weeks ago, they dropped another game to Marriott's Ridge, but they've won 3 games since, beating Brunswick, Tuscarora, and Boonesboro. So for Walkersville to be a little bit in the head of the Williamsport coach here tonight, as it were, what do they need to do to maybe bottle up Smith a little bit, give themselves a little better chance here tonight? I
think they're probably going to use their height advantage and try to go inside as much as they can offensively. I think defensively they're going to throw a lot of legs at Paige and see if they can kind of disrupt her and speed her up a lot on the offensive side of the game.
Okay, sounds good. We're going to go to Bob Parcelletti here in just a minute. He's going to be talking to Walkersville head coach Troy Bollier. He's ready now. Bob, go ahead, take it away.
Hi, Troy. Thanks for coming on. Kind of a big game here. I think this is one of those games that might be more serious than the conference game than for the playoffs.
Yeah, well, it is. And it's, you know, they beat us last time. We've only lost 1 in the conference. So it's kind of like a little bit of payback, hopefully. But it was a great game. We were up 9 in the third quarter, and they came back. When we missed a bunch of shots, made some critical errors in the times when we shouldn't have, and they came with a winner. They're a good basketball team, so we just have to make sure we continue to play good the whole 4 quarters.
After covering Kevin a few years, every year I talk to him, he circles playing Walkersville as a big game for him. Do you guys do the same thing?
Yeah, we do. It's been like that for several years, and it's usually been, you know, us and them as the 2 best in our region. So we look forward to coming here. They look forward to coming to us, and yeah, we circle it. Now we have some big games in Frederick County, and some really good games against, you know, 3A and 4A schools. But this is one we definitely want to get after.
Now, the one person that I think you have to key on for Williamsport is Paige Smith. What do you guys have to do to her?
We just have to play good defense. I mean, last game she had 5 in the first half, 14 overall, and you just have to play good defense against her. You got to know where she is. You got to limit her touches whenever you possibly can. We won't do anything special. We'll just play man-to-man defense, and hopefully, you know, we do it really well.
All right, well, good luck to you.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Coach Bollier. We're going to take a break here, come back for more pregame discussion from Williamsport High School as the Wildcats get ready to take on the Walkersville Lions. Antietam Broadband High School Basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
Steve is a full-time realtor with over 20 years of experience and a retired Army officer. Allow Steve to serve your real estate needs with the same level of dedication he's served our country and tri-state area for 25 years. Call Steve today, 301-991-7990.
People who run your business are your most important asset, and the internet that your business runs on is their most important tool. Robust Broadband delivers video conferencing, training, and marketing. It will even back up your data to the cloud. So make sure your most important asset has the internet connection they need to get the job done and deliver a better customer experience. Get fiber-powered business internet from Antietam Broadband, backed by 24/7 technical support. Call today or visit AntietamBroadband.com.
Back here at Williamsport High School, getting ready for girls basketball action. The undefeated Williamsport Wildcats taking on the Walkersville Lions here tonight. Mark Keller and Chad Brashears with you. Chad, let's talk a little bit about Walkersville and what we can expect to see from the Lions offensively here tonight. Who stands out for them?
You know, they have two really good seniors. 6-foot Abigail Albertson, who plays on the block. I mean, at 6 foot, she's really good. They need to box her out. Williamsport's going to have to really not play behind her because she does a really good job with her back to the basket. So she's the one that I'd look at on the inside. And Jillian Silver is averaging 11 points a game. She's probably their best shooter. They run a lot of elevator screens for her, try to get her open off of multiple staggered screens to be able to shoot the 3-ball.
Let's go back to Williamsport. You know, we've mentioned here a couple times already the fact that they're unbeaten, sitting here at 17-0, and this game really starts kind of a tough stretch for them here late in the regular season. They've got coming up Middletown, North Hagerstown, Catoctin, all teams certainly capable of giving the Wildcats a run. As a coach, do you like to have that, some tough games towards the end of the season to sort of get you ready for the postseason, maybe get you in that postseason mindset?
I think you do. I think that's the best thing that can happen. I mean, you don't ever want to see a team not go undefeated, but sometimes if you can catch a loss at the right time to regroup everything. We'll go back to 2002 when Maryland won the national championship. They lost in the ACC tournament. It was time to regroup and kind of move forward. I know, in 1974, the South basketball team went undefeated. That carries some weight on you. It does. And I think as you get deeper into the playoffs, the weight is more on you. So I think if it's going to happen now so they can kind of regroup and get into the end of February, early part of March.
This is a team in Walkersville that the Wildcats certainly could see again in the postseason. Right now in the 2A West Region 2 standings, Williamsport is on top of that, of the standings in the number 1 spot. Walkersville in the number 5 spot with that 11-6 record. It tells you kind of how stacked that 2A West Region 2 really is.
And we talked about that the last time that we had the girls basketball game and how stacked everything is. I mean, you're 11-6 and you're sitting in that position. That just shows you how tough it's going to be. Murph said if they can get out of the region and go downstate, really good things are going to happen. But you got to get out of the region first, and that's the toughest part for them right now.
And the team that they're going to be facing next week, their next game after this one, Wednesday, down at Middletown. Middletown's in that 6th spot in a 6-team region, but they're over 500. So there are no weak links in that region that Williamsport is in. Good news for Williamsport right now is that they do have a 3-game edge in that region. So maybe not quite so much pressure as far as the region is concerned.
I don't think so. I think, if you look at it from that perspective, you do have a little bit of breathing room. But I also think that, knowing Coach Murphy and how he expects the girls to play every single day, his goal isn't, with the region stuff. His goal is to get better every single day. And if they can get better every single day, the region will take care of itself.
Okay. We're going to take one more break here before tip-off, so stay with us. High school basketball action. The Williamsport girls taking on the Walkersville girls tonight. More to come here on Antietam Broadband.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster internet and Wi-Fi. Good thing Antietam Broadband has reliable download speeds up to 2.3 gig and smart whole home Wi-Fi to keep all your devices well connected. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit AntietamBroadband.com for a great offer today.
The Auto Spa and Auto Spa Express is a car wash experience like none other, with colorful LED lights and a rainbow rinse. We offer a variety of packages to make your car shine. Experience the ultimate clean at the Auto Spa Express, where you can take advantage of the self-use detail stations with free towels, vacuums, air blowers, and floor mat cleaning machines. Or visit the Auto Spa, where you can receive a full-service wash that includes an interior cleaning. Thank you.
Back here at Williamsport High School, getting the starting lineups for tonight's girls basketball matchup. The Walkersville Lions taking on the Williamsport Wildcats. Let's check in with the Williamsport starters here. Well, there's one of the answers to a question we asked in the pregame chat. It was about Cam Seltzer, whether or not we would see her here this evening. She is going to be in the starting lineup here tonight. Stay with us. More to come right after this on Antietam Broadband.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot, and better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Steve is a full-time realtor with over 20 years of experience and a retired Army officer. Allow Steve to serve your real estate needs with the same level of dedication he's served our country and tri-state area for 25 years. Call Steve today, 301-991-7990.
People who run your business are your most important asset, and the internet that your business runs on is their most important tool. Robust Broadband delivers video conferencing, training, and marketing. It will even back up your data to the cloud. So make sure your most important asset has the internet connection they need to get the job done and deliver a better customer experience. Get fiber-powered business internet from Antietam Broadband, backed by 24/7 technical support. Call today or visit AntietamBroadband.com.
Back at Williamsport High School, getting ready for tip-off for this girls' basketball game. Live coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. The Walkersville Lions in blue and gold, taking on the Williamsport Wildcats in white and blue. Starting five for Walkersville: number 10, Addison Borum; number 11, Natalie Meyer; number 21, Mia Ogg; number 24, Jillian Silver; number 31, Abigail Albertson. For the Wildcats, number 1, Amelia Robbins; number 3, Paige Smith; number 13, Cam Seltzer; number 24, Emerson Shank; and 34, Mackenzie Kloos. Underway here, Walkersville. That's Albertson fighting for the loose ball with 3 Wildcats. And the ball tied up, and possession goes to the Wildcats.
You know, Emerson was in a good place right there, be able to get the ball knocked away to get the turnover.
Robbins going to the hoop. Little scoop shot doesn't go.
Nice battle.
Emerson Shank kept it alive. Here's Paige Smith in the paint. Her shot no good. Rebound to Addison Borum. Borum going to the left for Silver. Inside looking for Albertson. It's out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Nice little pin down screen with the seal there. She actually had her in a good spot there.
Hey, can we get someone to take the light and the camera down here? This is Paige Smith. Picked up her dribble, got the shot off, and the rebound to Jillian Silver. She finds Borum on the left side. Looking inside, this is Albertson. And the first bucket of the game for Abigail Albertson.
Big to big pass there. That was a great pass by a sophomore. Nice little zipper screen here.
Smith down low to Seltzer, and now back to Smith, who resets at the top. Robbins.
5 on the shot clock.
Loose. Robbins gets the shot up. No good, and the rebound brought in by Silver.
They're going to go 1-4 high with a stagger on the backside.
Meyer with the pass inside. Got the ball to Ogg, and a personal called. Walkersville inbounding.
That's nice defense.
Smith comes away with it.
Good pass.
Inside to Seltzer, no good, but Shank with the rebound. Smith driving inside. Pass intended for Shank, but off her shoulder. Also touching a Walkersville player, so it will stay at this end for the Wildcats.
You can tell both coaches have done an exceptional job scouting. It seems like the different players are beating the other person to the spot on the floor through the scout. This is fun to watch.
Amelia Robbins setting the offense for Williamsport.
Good pass.
Baseline look to Seltzer, and she can't get it to go. Albertson with the rebound. She dishes right off to Meyer. Now back up top to Borum. Meyer, the long jumper, no good. Albertson rebounds and puts it back in. 4-0 Walkersville. Albertson with all 4 points for the Lions.
She's very active on the low block.
Substitutes coming for the Wildcats. This is Smith. Pulls up at the free throw line, no good. Shank with the rebound, gets it to Seltzer, no good. And it's Silver again with the rebound for the Lions. Borum to Silver. Now back up top and inside looking for Albertson. Up top for Borum. For three, no good. And the rebound to Smith.
That's a good rebound in traffic.
That ball knocked out of bounds by the Lions. Substitutes coming in for both teams.
Coach thought he saw a little bit of a different angle there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. The inbound pass goes right to McKenna Weaver, who gets the bucket. First points of the night for the Wildcats. And she'll go to the free throw line for the three-point play.
And that's a good out-of-bounds play right there. Coach Murphy sees how much they are playing up on the offensive player. He was able to get a nice little back screen there for a layup.
Weaver hits the free throw. 4-3 Walkersville. Borum to Albertson at the free throw line. Now back to Borum. A foul called.
I credit Amelia. Amelia fought through that. That's the reason they got that.
Foul was on Albertson. Here's Smith for three. Hits nothing, and it goes out of bounds to the Lions. .348 to go here in the first. Lions with a 1-point lead. Silver to Sierra Sims into the game for the Lions. Sims for three, no good. And Robbins grabs the rebound for Williamsport. This is Lavasser, Elizabeth Lavasser.
Good pass.
Robbins down low to Weaver. McKenna Weaver with another bucket. And the Wildcats have a lead, 5-4.
I like that call there. Put them in a ball screen, handoff action. It made them tilt on defense a little bit, which gave the gap for them to get that pass.
Sims with a nice look inside. Can't get it to go as Ayanna Teasley. And a foul called. It will be Albertson going to the line. Foul's called on Emerson Shank. First for her, first for the Wildcats. Abigail Albertson shooting two, hits the first. Only two players on the score sheet so far here tonight. Albertson with 5. McKenna Weaver with 5 for the Wildcats.
Been a lid on the bucket for everybody else.
Albertson with her second. And it's good. Walkersville back in front. 6-5. Under 3 minutes left here in the first. This is Weaver. Leaving it for Paige Smith. Nice bucket by Paige Smith. First of the night for her. 7-6 lead, Williamsport.
Just a matter of time. She just needs to see one go through the bucket. Now see if we can get her on track again.
Addison Borum finding Sims up to the corner. Back to Sims, and she's trapped.
You know, Walkersville's gotten Silver open a couple times on the wing, but she has a really slow, deliberate shot. She has trouble getting it off. Williamsport's doing a good job of closing out very quickly on her, so she's not getting that look.
Balls to Smith. Now Laurel Hudson picks up her dribble, gets it to Levasseur. Paige Smith takes the three. No good, but it's Hudson with the rebound for Williamsport. Back to Smith, driving to the bucket. Can't get it to go. But Smith will go to the line and shoot two. Called a travel. Okay. It's Hudson with the rebound for the Wildcats. Looking inside to Seltzer. Can't handle the pass. Now Silver.
You want to know about
Seltzer, and Seltzer slow to get up.
I was going to say, you want to know
holding
about
that arm.
Hurting that elbow basically 10 days ago and diving for that loose ball the way that she just did. It shows guts, but I don't think she's feeling it right now.
And Seltzer is going to the bench and maybe going right to the locker room. Minute and a half to go here in the first. Wildcats leading it by 1. Natalie Meyer to Borum. Addison Borum looking inside, and it's stolen by Paige Smith. She has Hudson up in front of her, but she pulls up with a jumper. No good. Gets her own rebound. Cross-court pass to Laurel Hudson. Hudson drives the baseline, and it's blocked by Ayanna Teasley, but Robbins controls the ball.
10 on the shot clock. Nice pass.
Pick and roll move, and Shank can't get it to go. And we're going to have a foul here.
So we'll have a jump ball here. Looks like it's going to be Williamsport ball underneath.
So the players tied up. Alternating possession. It will be Williamsport's ball. Nice little pick and roll play on that last possession by the Wildcats. Just couldn't get it to fall.
It really was, and it was a really good pass. She didn't have any other pass other than that. Other than that float pass, I mean, they did a nice job on defense, making sure she wasn't able to score.
This is Hudson for three, no good. Rebound to Liana Aligakoy. I'm going to struggle with that name tonight, and I apologize.
There's a 9-second differential. Williamsport will get the final shot of the first quarter, and I'm almost positive that coach is probably going to hold it here. I will not be surprised if they shoot it early. Got to win in quarters here, and Kevin's going to make sure that no matter what, they are up 1 at the end of the first quarter.
And Robbins is still in the backcourt. Dribbling her way up, now crossing midcourt. Shank to Angel Ciampo, putting the shot up. It's defended by Teasley. Smith at the buzzer, no good. The Williamsport escapes with the victory here in the first period. 7-6, Wildcats leading Walkersville. Stay with us, more to come here on Antietam Broadband. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
With families spending more time at home together this year, it's a great time to level up your internet for the speed and Wi-Fi you need to power game consoles and computers, streaming video players, and all your home's other connected devices at peak performance. Antietam Broadband Internet with speeds up to 2.3 gig plus smart whole home Wi-Fi takes your game to the next level. Call or visit AntietamBroadband.com for a great upgrade offer today.
Back at Williamsport High School, getting ready for the second period. Williamsport Wildcats leading Walkersville 7-6. This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Hagerstown Auto Spa Express, offering you a variety of cutting-edge wash packages that make your car sparkle. Hagerstown Auto Spa Express on Vesa Boulevard in Hagerstown, a proud sponsor of local programming on Antietam Broadband. Walkersville with possession here to start the second period.
Little Allen Iverson screen to a dip.
Albertson taking the shot and is fouled.
That's a good set coming out of a, end of the quarter situation there. That's one they probably practiced. They know exactly where the ball is going to be for the layup. That's a good play.
Fouls on McKenna Weaver, first for her. 3 personals here in the first half for Williamsport as Albertson misses the first free throw.
Coach Murphy called fist. We're going to come down to a little handoff and screen action here.
Albertson's second shot ties it back up, 7-7. Just underway here in the second period. Hudson down low for Smith. Backing her way in and pulls up. Can't get the shot to fall. Foul called on Addison Borum.
Coach Murphy was a guard. Point guard, understands the game, understand that you got to see the ball go through the hole for your shooters. She struggled in the first quarter. I didn't think she let the game come to her. I think she was kind of pressing the tempo herself a little bit. He knew that we needed to get to the line, watch the ball go through the basket. Now we get back into a rhythm offensively.
Three points for Paige Smith, misses the second. Cam Seltzer back into the game for the Wildcats.
She has a different color sleeve on this time.
Natalie Meyer looking inside from Mia Ogg, and Ogg can't handle the pass. It's out of bounds to Williamsport. (8-7) Williamsport. Smith to Weaver. Now up top to Amelia Robbins.
Into a flex cut.
Hudson to Smith. Weaver for 3. It's no good, but Robbins with the rebound.
Amelia's been very active this evening.
Seltzer can't get the shot to go, and it's Albertson with the rebound. And a foul called on Cam Seltzer. And that'll be the second on Seltzer.
She's debating.
She goes right back to the bench.
Yep, she's talking to coach. She's trying to stay on the floor, but he made the right decision. Don't want to pick up another foul here in the first half.
Offensive foul called against Walkersville. Albertson
set a nice screen there.
That's the second on Albertson. Something to keep an eye on. Smith pulls up. No good. Hudson gets a hand on it. But it's Natalie Meyer getting a lucky bounce there off of the official. Keeps it in bounds. Albertson, another putback. No good. Fighting for the rebound again.
It did hit right off the official and bounce back to her. I was actually going to say Paige did a great job challenging the pass early, figuring it was going to get a turnover for Walkersville, but man, it bounced right off the official and got back to her.
Borum and Albertson checking out.
You know, they don't get any smaller. Mia Ogg comes in off the bench at 6'2".
As Ogg could not handle the inbound pass, but Silver comes up with it. Meyer to the left side, shot's no good. That off of the side of the basket.
I credit Ellie Lavasser there. She was all over the place on defense. She was really scrambling there to make that play happen.
2 minutes going here in the second period. 8-7 Williamsport. Weaver hands it to Paige Smith. Makes her way down the lane. Walkersville fans and Coach Troy Bolyard looking for a traveling call there.
You know, we had the same angle as the official there. She did juggle it. She never had possession. It's a good call.
So Shank with Ogg on her. And they're going to get Ogg for the hack there.
Emerson did a good job there. She dribbled her up the lane and then used her pin foot to come back and be able to get that foul. That was really good footwork by a sophomore.
Shank hits the first free throw. The foul was on Ogg and was her first. 5 team fouls now for Walkersville. Angel Ciampo checking back in for Williamsport. Second shot for Emerson Shank. Up and no good. This is Teasley with the rebound. Teasley's a familiar name.
Yes, it is. So her dad is Sherrod Teasley. I played against him growing up. And her aunt is Nikki Teasley, probably one of the best ever put on the uniform, both at North Carolina and in the state of Maryland in high school basketball. On both sides, men and women's.
As soon as I saw that name on the roster, it made me wonder if there was a connection. I figured there probably was. And Chad, you mentioned Ellie Lavasser. You made another great defensive play there.
You know, I enjoy watching her play. She's just scrappy and tough. She makes plays happen.
Inbound pass goes right to Mia Ogg, who puts it in. And Walkersville knots the score again, 9-9.
She used her body really well there.
Take away by Silver, pushing it up court, looking for Teasley. Inside for Ogg. And it's taken away by Lavasser. Smith pushing it up the floor. And a foul called against Paige Smith. Addison Borum running step for step with her up the floor.
I honestly don't know if he got ahead of the play enough to see it. He has the Michael Jordan look where he kind of, the push off. That's probably what his angle was, but
it looked more incidental contact. They were running right towards us in this corner.
Yes, they were.
And Silver for three, gets it. Jillian Silver, first three-pointer of the night. And it gives, well, they're only calling it a 2. Only 2 on the board. It's 11-9.
Depending on what happens here, Kevin might take a timeout just to get the groups back together.
Loose ball, Lavasser comes up with it ahead to Hudson. And she is fouled by Ciara Sims.
Tell you what, Coach Murphy has to be really pleased with the bench play right now. He has a lot of girls coming off the bench that are doing a really good job of contributing positively for him right now.
Foul's the first on Sims. First shot for Laurel Hudson is good. Take a second here.
knotted it up again.
2 for 2 for Laurel Hudson. All 4 of Williamsport's points this period have come from the free throw line.
That's a moving screen.
And a big one. Mia Ogg called for the personal. Second foul on her.
Ellie gets that because she fights through the screen. If she goes soft, she does not get that call. She works so hard to get that call.
Lavasser to Ciampo. Shot up and no good. Weaver trying to get position there on Ogg. Couldn't do so, and it was out of bounds off of her for Walkersville. With possession.
They sub out a 6'2" to bring in a 6-footer, Nally Gucco.
Ball is down low to her, and up and in, Liana Aliguco. 13-11 lead for the Lions.
Nice rejection of the screen.
Right over the back of the rim and out. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Will Paige Smith. The foul is on Aliguco.
Paige did a good job there of recognizing the footwork of the person that was defending her. And she really had overexposed herself, so Paige was able to get to the baseline side by rejecting the screen there. That's really high IQ basketball.
Smith's second shot up and in. 3 for 4 on the night for her, and we're tied again at 13. 3:15 to go in the first half. Borum works her way into the corner, taken away by Amelia Robbins. Pushing it up court, kicking back to Smith. Long three-pointer for Paige Smith, no good. And it's Addison Borum coming up with the rebound, and she's fouled doing so.
I would have liked to seen Amelia be selfish there and keep taking it to the rim for a layup. Nobody's really stopped her in front of her, and she kind of kicked it on the wing, doing the guard play. She's going to win and finished it.
Fouls on Ciampo, her first. 16 fouls now for Williamsport. Both teams will be in the bonus. Walkersville now with 18 fouls. This is Silver to Borum. Left hand inside to Aliguco. Long three-pointer for Borum is no good. It's Shank with the rebound, and she is fouled. And they'll come to the other end for the 1-and-1.
And for a 10th grader, Emerson Shank is really battling on the blocks tonight against some very, very tall girls.
Silver picks up the personal, her first. Paige Smith checking out, and Hudson back in for the Wildcats. This is Shank. It's a 1-and-1, gets the first. Second shot from Emerson Shank.
In this game, we've seen more free throws made in the first half than we did the other evening combined. These girls really shoot the basketball exceptionally well.
Still, all of Williamsport's points in this period have come from the foul line. Shot from Phoebe Cleaver, no good. Robbins pushing
nice
it the other
pass.
way, inside to Shank, cannot get the ball to fall. And it's Cleaver with the rebound.
Amelia Robbins is everywhere tonight.
2 minutes to go in the first half. Wildcats leading it by 2. Silver trying to get inside, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Teasley, into the paint, and good. Ayanna Teasley with her first points of the night. Tied again at 15. Laurel Hudson up top to Kluse. Cleaver comes up with the rebound.
You call that box 2. Little dive screen.
Borum inside to Teasley, gets the bucket and the foul. Ayanna Teasley puts Walkersville back on top, 17-15, with a shot to make it 18. Smith checking back in for Williamsport. Meyer back in for the Lions.
That Ciampo came back in too.
Ciampo in for Weaver. Kirsten Sanuda also in the game for Walkersville. Teasley's free throw rolls around and out. That ball's going to go out of bounds to the Lions. .108 to go here in the second quarter. Meyer
walk
to Sanuda, got the shot off. Yes, did shuffle her feet beforehand. But it goes out of bounds to Walkersville, or to Williamsport, excuse me. Under a minute to go. Robbins brings the ball across midcourt. Robbins gets it back. Looking for Smith cutting. Finds her. Robbins. Smith to the left side.
That's a good take.
Can't get it to go. That's out of bounds off of the Lions. New shot clock for Williamsport. 34.5 seconds to go in the second. Kluse back to Smith. Smith into the paint, pulls up, gets the bucket. First field goal of the second quarter for the Wildcats, and it's tied at 17. No shot clock, 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And they're going to hold it for the last shot.
Borum to Meyer, the shot's no good. Smith. We're going to have a foul called against the Lions, 10th of the period, so it'll be a 2-shot foul here for Paige Smith.
You know, we talked at the end of the first quarter, win the quarter. You know, now Paige, your senior, your leading scorer, has a chance to knock down 2, go in the locker room, and I jinxed her.
Foul is on Teasley, that's 2 on her. 3 Walkersville players with 2 fouls.
See if Kevin extends the defense here a little bit and force the ball handler to actually have to work.
And Smith misses them both. Up to Borum, to Teasley, gets the shot off. No good. So we're all even. 17-17, Walkersville and Williamsport at halftime. Stay with us. We'll have more to come here with a halftime report from Williamsport High School. Live basketball coverage on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
New year, new car, new you, with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Back at Williamsport High School, halftime score. The Walkersville Lions and the Williamsport Wildcats all tied up at 17. Tonight's live coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and the surrounding communities. Mark Keller and Chad Brashears here with you, and Chad, looks like both teams really kind of struggling to get into an offensive flow here. Lots of defense, lots of loose balls, lots of 50-50s, but no one really seeming to want it more than the other right now.
No, and that's what happens when you are in a game with really good coaches, really good staffs, and really good scouts. They know exactly what's coming. They know where the shots are trying to come from, and this is where the good players separate themselves and become great players because they can improvise and make plays happen. And that's what's going to have to happen here in the second half for either team to kind of take a lead here.
So the leading scorers for both teams, the players we expected. Paige Smith with 7 points for Williamsport. Abigail Albertson with 7 points for Walkersville at this point. And what are you seeing from both of those players? We mentioned Williamsport especially. Let's talk about them here in this second period. Only one field goal, and it came very late in that second period as well, doing most of their work from the free throw line. Is that a good thing that they're getting to the line? But I mean, you got to get the buckets too, right?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing that they're getting to the line. You have to get buckets. I mean, if I would have talked to Coach Murph earlier today and said it's 17-17 at half, and, you know, Cam Seltzer's playing for you and everything's kind of going good, he probably would take that, right? So what he has to look at now and say, okay, we're going to have to get our shots. Now, Paige does an unbelievable job of getting her own shot. I think a little bit in the first half she went off script. Coach didn't like that. You could kind of tell by body language when she was subbed off. But I think if he can get them all back on the same sheet of music, the same page, then they're going to be more successful in the offensive end.
Let's talk about the size of Walkersville. Certainly one of the things we talked about in the pregame, and what have you seen from them? We mentioned Mia Ogg, really the wingspan on her and just a big body inside, and Albertson playing very big as well. Do you like what you're seeing from them, and how much trouble is that giving Williamsport?
I think it's giving them a lot of trouble, honestly. I mean, they are large. They're very tall. They're long, and they're very skilled. You know, you can tell that their staff has really worked with them. Their footwork's great. They learned how to seal and use their bodies exceptionally well. I think Williamsport's going to have to do a little bit of a better job of not letting the ball get into the paint because their offense allows them to get screened and sat on. And I think Kevin's probably going to talk about that at halftime. When Ellie Lavasser's in there and she's actually making plays and Laurel Hudson's in there, I think those two actually force them to have more trouble on the block than, let's say, the starters did. Kevin got a lot out of his bench in that first half.
You mentioned Emerson Shank as well with the job that she did here in the first half as well. Who are you looking to sort of as sort of that X factor here in the second half for the Wildcats?
I mean, the one you're going to want to say you go to is Cam Seltzer, right? I mean, she's the one that's kind of carried the load beside Paige. She is coming back off the injury. I think she's a very tough player. But honestly, if I'd have to look at the roster right now, Emerson Shank has done an unbelievable job holding down the fort in the paint right now.
For Walkersville, we mentioned Abigail Albertson and hasn't had a whole lot of help. Ayanna Teasley started to assert herself a little bit there in the second quarter. Is she somebody that you can kind of see? You know, we talked about sort of lineage with her, and is she somebody that you can see as being a spark here for the Lions in the second half?
The one thing she can do a little bit differently than the rest of the players for Walkersville is she's athletic. So she can kind of go make her own plays, and she can extend the defense a little bit by doing that off the bounce. So I would see the coach is going to use her a little bit more. And I also look to see, Silver to get more shots. She did hit 1-3.
Okay. Well, stay with us. We'll be back with more after this. Bob Parslow will be talking to Coach Murphy right after this.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
For over 30 years, Antietam Broadband has been bringing you one-of-a-kind local programming, from coverage of our high school sports to unique programming like our Civil War and Washington County series. Now you can own them on Blu-ray and DVD. Just visit store.antietamcable.com, where you'll find all your favorite local programming from Antietam Broadband. Browse through our categories to find the perfect gift. Antietam Broadband and Antietam Media Services, bringing quality local programming to your home.
Back here at Williamsport High School, let's send it over to Bob Parcelletti. He has Coach Kevin Murphy.
First half, you guys seemed maybe a little dumped up and not really getting in a good flow on offense.
Yeah, I mean, they did a lot of good things against us as far as switching some screens, and their length is really bothering us. We were 4 for 32 from the first half, 4 for 32. We can't play much worse offensively, and to be in the game, it's a testament that we're defending pretty well on the other end. So we do know they have that advantage inside on us, so we're trying to mitigate that by coming out and pressuring our guards a little better. And in the second half, I think we'll execute a little bit better. We forced some things, and we just got to do a better job of executing our offenses.
Amelia did a great job for you, Robbins. She was really was running things the best she could. Shots just weren't falling.
No, and in fact, she's got to take more shots. Her and Mackenzie Close got to look to score. It can't be Paige, just only her on the perimeter. And she's having a little bit of an off night shooting the ball right now, so other kids have to step up. But Amelia can definitely score, and so can Mackenzie and Laura Hudson, too. So we need some other kids to step up and score.
Paige seems to be having trouble getting into the flow of the offense.
Well, she's forcing a little bit. She's drifting sometimes on her shot. She's not taking the ball up strong. When she's coming down, she's landing sideways a little bit. I've told her, I said, she got to go up at 2 feet, go power through it, create some contact, and do a better job of attacking.
So what's the defensive plan for these guys?
Well, there's not much we can do differently than we did in the first half. Throwing them to 17 points in the first half is a really good first half for us. So offense is where we got to get better.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Coach Murphy. We're going to take one more break here before the second half begins. Stay with us. More to come from Williamsport High School. 17-17. The Lions and the Wildcats all tied up.
Auto Spa and Auto Spa Express is a car wash experience like none other, with colorful LED lights and a rainbow rinse. We offer a variety of packages to make your car shine. Experience the ultimate clean at the Auto Spa Express, where you can take advantage of the self-use detail stations with free towels, vacuums, air blowers, and floor mat cleaning machines. Or visit the Auto Spa, where you can receive a full-service wash that includes an interior cleaning. Thank you.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Back at Williamsport High School basketball action for you here tonight. fighting for that one. This time the ball goes to Williamsport. Levasseur back in the game for Williamsport. Robbins brings it up. Being met at midcourt. A little bit of pressure.
It's a little run and jump.
Smith. The runner doesn't go. Teasley with the rebound. Coming the other way quickly is Silver. Goes to the hoop and is fouled by Robbins. Jillian Silver will go to the line for 2. First foul on the night for Amelia Robbins.
And that's pretty amazing. As all over she's been tonight, you know, getting loose balls, getting rebounds, in scrums, to only have 1.
Silver's second shot up and good.
You know, Coach Murph is really on page right now about missing that last shot, and he is going down and just talking to her about getting up, pick it up.
Levasseur with the left hand, shank.
10 on the shot clock.
This is Laurel Hudson. Gets the pick, loses it off her foot. Oh. And now Levasseur comes up with a loose ball.
Good extra pass.
Murphy on the baseline, no good. Silver has the rebound. Silver all the way to the bucket. Picks up the foul.
You know, we listened to Coach Murph talk there at halftime about having Laurel or Emerson pick it up a little bit, right, in the scoring column. It looks almost like Walkersville had the exact same conversation, because Jillian has come out looking to score and attack the basket a lot more in this quarter.
She had just 2 points in the first half. She's hit 3 straight free throws here. Cut that deficit down to 2. Second shot up and good, and now it's a 1-point game. Williamsport with a 22-21 advantage.
Walkersville's back in the man. Here's the duck in for Smith on the block. You know, when they run that fist play, they do an exceptional job on the handoff, and she comes right around, sits on the block. That's a great design play by Kevin. And he gets her going again.
11 points on the night for Paige Smith. Make it 12. And the Williamsport lead is back out to 4. Foul is on Ciara Sims, second on her for the Lions.
Good pass. That's
Nice
a great look.
Albertson scoring the bucket from Addison Borum. Ciampo gets the rebound and the putback for the Wildcats. First points of the night for Angel Ciampo.
What did Angel Ciampo do there? She rim ran. They practiced that big trail right to the rim and see if you can clean it up. That's a great job by Angel.
And the foul again is on Sims, her third. Ciampo with the three-point play. Williamsport back out to a 5-point lead.
It's going to be a dribble handoff.
Meyer looking inside to Silver. Back to Borum. Teasley, this is Sims to the corner for Borum.
A way to split it.
Shots up and no good, and it's Madison Cantner came up with the rebound there. This is Hudson looking inside to Cantner. First shot defended, but out of bounds off of the Lions. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Smith to the corner. Up and good.
Oh, Lavasser got the 7 mark. Way to dig.
Another loose ball, and there's Robbins again falling on it. The Wildcats go the other way. Smith to the basket, no good. And Albertson with the rebound.
There's the walk.
Seven-point lead now for Williamsport. And Walkersville will take a timeout.
I figured it was going to be a matter of time before they tried to take one and settle some things down, huh?
I'm a little surprised it took them as long as they did. I thought maybe when they first got that lead out to 5 that Coach Bollier would try to change the tempo a little bit.
No, I agree with you on that. I think sometimes when you have certain players that are seniors, like, you Jillian and Abigail, like maybe you look at them and say, okay, you've been here before. We're going to hold it. We'll keep it in our back pocket and ride it out a little bit. But for right now, that's not something that has happened.
.218 to go. 30-23 Williamsport. And we talked about Williamsport in that second period, only 1 field goal for them. And now it's turned the other way this time. Walkersville with just 6 points here in the third period, only 1 field goal. That coming on the bucket by Albertson.
We talked a lot about the scouts so far tonight, but once the ball goes into the post, Murph has them digging. And what I mean by that is as soon as the ball goes down on the ground, I don't care if you're 6'2" or if you're 5'5". Once the ball hits the ground, we're all the same size. And he's taught his guards to dig exceptionally well to get those steals and turnovers tonight.
Lavasser going to the bucket is fouled. That one on Silver. Second personal foul on Jillian Silver. 2 minutes to go in the third. Laurel Hudson up top, now to Robbins.
Back screen to a pin screen.
Shot clock's at 10. Hudson. Ball taken away as she went. And Lavasser trying to draw the foul. Instead is called for it.
Coach Murph was pleading for Laurel to play off a 2 there. Once she got up in the air, there's no way she could make that pass. There's too much length around her.
First foul on Lavasser. And now Walkersville looking to end this field goal drought. 3-pointer from Borum's no good. Albertson keeps it alive. It kicks back out. Now Silver taking the jumper. No good, and it's Emerson Shank coming down with the rebound. Smith looking inside for Shank, couldn't get it to her. It'll be out of bounds to the Lions. Under a minute to go here in the third period.
I think Coach Murphy wanted to set up something there and get a shot he was looking for and not push it that way. Zipper cut.
Levasseur again with her hand on the ball. Borum looking inside for Teasley, and it's out of bounds off of Walkersville. 43 seconds to go here in the third. Williamsport holding a 7-point lead.
Here's the fist action again. Get that little duck in on the block. Here she comes.
Levasseur looking inside. There's Smith. Pushing her way in. They're going to call Smith for the push-off. Offensive foul. And that'll be the second on Paige Smith. Shot clock is off. We come up on 20 seconds now here in the third quarter. Robbins makes the steal. And the foul called on Addison Borum. Second on her.
That's a tough one there. Turn the ball over and commit the foul. And right in front of coach on the bench. I think they're going to spread it. Kevin's probably going to go around 7 seconds here.
Smith into the lane. Robbins kicks out to Kluse. Can't get the shot to go. Albertson comes up with it, and we've reached the end of the third quarter. Williamsport, largest lead of the night, 30-23. Stay with us. More to come here on Antietam Broadband. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster internet and Wi-Fi. Good thing Antietam Broadband has reliable download speeds up to 2.3 gig and smart whole home Wi-Fi to keep all your devices well connected. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit AntietamBroadband.com for a great offer today.
If I were mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Walkersville really.
Welcome back here to Williamsport High School, getting ready for the fourth period. Williamsport leading Walkersville 30-23. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
Seal.
Lions inside to Albertson. Abigail Albertson into double digits. She has 11.
I think they've run that play a couple times this year, Mark.
Looks like it. Very comfortable with that one.
Yes, they were.
Paige Smith kicking down to Levasseur. Back to Smith. Little turnaround and is good. Paige Smith with 14 now.
At 5'7", she posts up really well.
She matches the 14 she had in the previous meeting against Walkersville. Myers jumper up and no good. Ogg, Albertson both there for the Lions, but out of bounds off of the Lions. This is Mackenzie Kluse. We had a couple Wildcats players who had blood on their jerseys, had to change numbers. Kluse wearing 21 now. She's normally number 34.
10 on the shot clock.
Smith's long jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. Paige Smith. And we're going to get a timeout called here.
32nd by Coach Murph.
Well, this segment of tonight's game brought to you by Hagerstown Auto Spa Express, offering you a variety of cutting-edge wash packages. that make your car sparkle. Hagerstown Auto Spa Express on Vasel Boulevard in Hagerstown, a proud sponsor of local programming on Antietam Broadband. (34-25) the score here. 6:36 to go in the fourth quarter. Largest lead of the night, 9 points.
You know, that's a good timeout by Coach Murph. You get up, you're up 9. Now you can kind of fix some things that you're struggling with, maybe on defense where they scored the last couple times down the floor. You get it fixed. Now you're going to go back to Wildcat basketball.
Natalie Meyer to Addison Borum. Picks up her dribble. Meyer.
Good help side.
Smith comes up with the loose ball. Kicks it to the corner to Lavasser. Lavasser with the bucket. Ellie Lavasser with 4 points. And Williamsport with a double-digit lead, 11 points.
That senior stepped up really nicely in a big game here.
And there she is again.
You know, last time we had it, we kind of messed the name up a little bit. She wanted to make sure this time we got it right, so she's doing everything to get it said as many times as she can.
Absolutely.
This is black. This is an elevator screen for 24. They're going to jump through it. That's excellent scout right there. Kevin was calling out the entire time.
The foul against Mia Ogg, third on her. And Williamsport will be in the bonus from here on. Lavasser into the paint, passes out to Smith. To the baseline, Paige Smith.
She has come alive in the second half.
6 points here in the fourth quarter, 18 on the night. And that was Natalie Meyer answering for the Lions. So we mentioned 2 Wildcats players change jerseys here in the game. We mentioned Cluse. McKenna Weaver, the other, normally wearing 22. She's wearing number 20 now for the Wildcats. It's unusual for that to happen to one player in a game. We've had 2 here.
2, right?
So thanks to those who let us know. We were calling out a couple wrong names here.
You know, Walkersville is usually a man-to-man defense, right? They really just kind of get up in you. They also run what they call 4-11, which is a 3/4 court diamond. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts kind of switching some things up here, maybe to give them a little different look, because Kevin has gotten them really comfortable right now. Looks like they're going to stay in their man.
Robbins to Seltzer, now to Smith. Emerson Shank. And Lavasser. Robbins under the basket, looking for Shank. Knocked away, and Walkersville controls it. Looking inside for Meyer, too far under the basket. Now they kick it back out to Borum. Loose ball. Who else is there but Robbins?
Referee Donnie Souders has a kick.
So that's going to go to the Wildcats as Teasley checks back in for Walkersville. Seen a little higher level of intensity.
Yes, we have.
Girls here tonight. Little bit of chippy play. Lots of bodies on the floor. As Robbins with a little pull up in the lane. Amelia Robbins with 5 points.
I'll be honest with you, this is really clean basketball. This is a lot of fun to watch and call because they're playing the right way.
Silver for three. Gets it. Jillian Silver has 9 points tonight.
She didn't think about that one, did she?
Catch it and shoot. Midway through the fourth quarter, Williamsport up by 10, 40-30. Sims checking in for Natalie Meyer. Robbins with the lob inside. Out of bounds off of Teasley. So Williamsport will inbound under their own basket. A little give to Smith. Going to travel.
The amount of emotion that Coach Murphy goes through on the sideline is unbelievable. The highs and the lows. I know what it's like. I used to be the exact same way. Games like this make it extremely difficult on the suit that he's wearing over there. He's probably drenched right now.
Sims driving the right side.
Oh, nice play.
No good. And here's Smith going the other way. Offensive foul called against Paige Smith. Number 3 on her. And the physical nature of this game continues. 3:15 to go. Sims looking inside for Albertson and knocked away by Seltzer. Robbins slows it up. Levasseur with the left hand, nice pass to Emerson Shank for the bucket. 5 points on the night for Emerson Shank. Silver with a long three, and Sims can't get to it before it goes out of bounds. And now Walkersville will take a timeout. And I can't imagine that shot was one that Coach Bollier will be too pleased with.
No, the younger kids today would call that a heat check shot. In the coaching world, that's more of like a headache shot. That's something that would drive us nuts when we have to go back and ask them why. Well, I made my last one, Coach. You're right. You did make your last one, but you didn't make it from 27 feet.
12-point lead for the Wildcats. We remind you again, replays of today's game coming to you over the next 5 days, Saturday and Sunday. Replays at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, February 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's 6 p.m. All on channel 6 and 806, Antietam Broadband. Or you can check them out on demand, AntietamBroadband.com, or on the WCL TV on-the-go app, available for Android and iOS devices. Both teams coming back onto the floor now. Williamsport inbounding, and Albertson gets a hand on the ball. She and Paige Smith tied up.
Stays with the Wildcats.
So Williamsport will try it again. Albertson still on the ball.
This is a full court man.
Robbins with Sims on her. Levasseur guarded by Silver. Emerson Shank with Abigail Albertson on her. Now Smith.
10 on the shot clock.
Robbins with the left hand looking
great
inside.
look.
The Seltzer can't get it to go. Cam Seltzer not having a lot of luck offensively here tonight. Here's Silver for three again. Gets it to go that time. Second three of the fourth quarter for Jillian Silver. And Walkersville has the lead down to 9 with 2 minutes remaining.
3-possession basketball game. That's a great timeout.
Coach Kevin Murphy taking the timeout here.
It's a good timeout. She was in trouble, and he just kind of had to bail her out there. Now we can get all the things lined up that we want to run here offensively for the next 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Jillian Silver with those 2 threes, now with 12 points on the night, leading the way for the Lions. Abigail Albertson with 9 points. If you're Coach Bolyard here, what are you setting up defensively?
I think you throw something different at the Wildcats. I think you maybe go into a zone or look, or like a run and jump type look, because I think Kevin's calling Maryland, he's calling Fist, he's calling everything he wants to call. And honestly, even though they're missing shots, they're still getting the shots exactly where on the floor where they want them. And I think Coach Bolyard has to try to get them to get a shot from where they're not comfortable right now.
The Wildcats with 14 on the shot clock. Little give and go to Robbins and inside. And again, Seltzer. Can see the frustration on her face. Can't believe she can't get a bucket to go here tonight. This is Seltzer, guarded by Teasley. Now they switch. Albertson out on Shank.
12 on the shot clock.
Robbins looking for room. Smith
got to her spot.
Draws the foul. And if you can't get the shot off, draw a foul, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, as a scorer on the basketball court, you have to know that. That's a heady basketball play right there made by Paige.
Shot clock was down to 3. And Smith drew the foul. Hits the first shot.
Got it back to 10.
Addison Borum picking up the personal there, her third. Second shot by Smith is good. Paige Smith with 20 now. Williamsport up by 11. Borum leaves it for Meyer. Silver up top, looking for Albertson.
Don't have to run it now, walk it up.
Seltzer grabbing that rebound. We're under a minute to go. Coach Murphy telling Robbins to
They're gonna have to
keep
foul
it in the
stop the
backcourt.
clock.
Robbins with Meyer on her.
Honestly, you don't even have to shoot here. With 9 seconds on the shot clock, you can dribble it out. Be 24 seconds on the game clock.
And a whistle. Called against the Wildcats.
I think she got hit for a moving screen.
It was on Smith, fourth on her. Borum going to the basket and getting the bucket. And a quick timeout for Walkersville as they get the lead back down to 9 points. 24 seconds to go here at Williamsport High School. We mentioned the replays of this game. We got replays tomorrow and Sunday of our game from Tuesday night. Smithsburg and Williamsport boys. Smithsburg 43-34 winner in that one on Tuesday. We've got those replays Saturday and Sunday, 11:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. Williamsport inbounding. Robbins double teamed in the corner there and fouled.
So 1-1.
And that foul on Borum, 4th on her. And Willie Robbins hitting the first.
She stepped up tonight. She really has.
6 points on the night for her. A chance to make it 7. Misses that.
Sure, Coach Murphy said no foul here.
Silver working her way inside. Teasley. Borum with the shot. No good, and they're going to call a foul here on Robbins. 3.2 seconds left.
These are the decisions that keep coaches up at nighttime. Decisions like that on the floor to go foul with 3.2 seconds to go, up 10.
The Borum will shoot 2 here.
You know, coming into this game, talking to Coach Murphy, you know, obviously we talk on and off the camera a little bit. He was really nervous about the way this was going to play out. Like, you know, unsure of where everything was going to fall into place. But they have actually played really, really well. Probably even better than they did down there here. I mean, they have really controlled this entire second half nicely tonight. It's a good win for them, a very good win for them.
And that's your final, 45-37. Williamsport remains unbeaten, 18-0, with the win here tonight over the Walkersville Lions. Stay with us. Chad and I will be back to wrap things up. Bob Parcelletti will talk to Coach Murphy and a Williamsport player, maybe 2. We'll have more to come here on Antietam Broadband High School Basketball, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
2023 is a new year. That means a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Kia. To celebrate, they've packed the lot. And better inventory means better pricing for their loyal customers. You can always shop in person with one of our sales consultants or go online to HagerstownKia.com and start the search for your new Kia. Over 25 years of serving you, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
Steve is a full-time realtor with over 20 years of experience and a retired Army officer. Allow Steve to serve your real estate needs with the same level of dedication he's served our country and tri-state area for 25 years. Call Steve today, 301-991-7990.
The Auto Spa and Auto Spa Express is a car wash experience like none other, with colorful LED lights and a rainbow rinse. We offer a variety of packages to make your car shine. Experience the ultimate clean at the Auto Spa Express, where you can take advantage of the self-use detail stations with free towels, vacuums, air blowers, and floor mat cleaning machines. Or visit the Auto Spa, where you can receive a full-service wash that includes an interior cleaning. Thank you.
New year, new car, new you with help from Hagerstown Honda. Hagerstown Honda's buying power has kept inventory on the lot, and we're ready to hand over the keys to your new Honda. And trade-in values have never been better for the new Honda buyer, with values still being up nationally. 2023 is the year you get more for your car and slide into your new vehicle, with Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales consultants walking you through the entire process. New year, new car, new you. 2023 is here, and so is your new Honda at Hagerstown Honda, the dealer that's always making it easy.
Welcome back to Williamsport High School. Our final score here tonight, the Wildcats with a 45-37 victory over the Walkersville Lions. Bob Parcelletti has Ellie Lavasser with him. Go ahead, Bob.
Hey, Ellie. Second half, you guys played some really great defense. You got more floor burns than I think a lot of other people do. What was the motivation for you to get going here?
I know that if our offensive efforts aren't there, we always fall back on our defense, and our bench and all of our teammates together, our effort together is definitely propelling us in our defense, and it definitely helped our efforts. So we fall back on our defense.
The first half, you guys had trouble running your sets, it seemed like. They were really gumming you up. It seemed like you guys took the sets away by making the play defensively and make it a running game.
Yeah, so we definitely stressed like the defensive effort and just like knowing where to guard and how to do it. So I think just our overall teammate effort and being there for one another and helping each other, that definitely helped us.
You're in a situation where everybody's looking at Paige, and you have to find your way. What do you say your role is on this team?
I wouldn't say that it's just a one-person team.
No,
I know what you mean. But we're definitely all there to support her, but we always step in. We know that Paige is going to look for us, and we know that she's not selfish in any way. Right. She's going to look for us. So we have to help her in the way to find open spots to give her an outlet.
Yeah. What makes you want to dive on the floor so much?
Honestly, it's just, in my mind, it's an effort thing, and just like knowing that we are all there and just cheering for each other, it just makes me want to do it even more, and it makes us hype.
How big was it to beat this team twice?
It was pretty big. I mean, we definitely wanted to. We were all, we wanted to be there. We wanted to be here tonight. So yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Ellie. Appreciate that. And speaking to a coach here, I'm sure that kind of effort is something that every coach wants to have out of their players. You want to have an Ellie Lavasser out there diving around on the floor and going after loose balls.
Absolutely. I mean, they're the ones that are the glue people that keep everything going in together, and they're the reason that you have a lot of those. You're 18-0.
Let's send it back over to Bob. He's got Coach Kevin Murphy. Bob?
Kevin, we talked about the gumming up in the first half. Second half, it looked like your defense was your offense. You got the loose balls and made things move a lot faster and keep it in some sort of emotion.
Completely agree with you. Like, I thought in the second half, I thought our defense was pretty good in the first half. I thought in the second half we stepped it up a little more and did a better job ball pressuring, did a better job of digging on the post. Like, we didn't like how much they were getting the ball inside in the first half. If you noticed in the second half, we made a concerted effort when the ball went in to have our kids dig on the ball and make it really tough on their bigs inside. I thought offensively in the second half we executed a little better, but still we did some things that just are not like us. Had some foul trouble to deal with. Cam Seltzer playing not as many minutes as what we'd like to have. Emerson Shank was probably about 70% tonight. She was really sick, but she gutted it out for us. So, it was one of those games where other kids like Ellie Lavasser stepped up. So that's what's great about our team this year is that everybody thinks it's about Paige. And yes, she's our leading scorer, but there's other kids that step up a lot.
That third quarter, when you guys took control, I don't know if you went to a zone. It seemed like you were very well packed in the back here. And the one play that I was thinking about, the ball came to the corner and went to the middle, and you guys sold it, and then everything started running. It seemed like you clogged the middle up there.
It was man-to-man still, but what we were doing a better job in the second half is we were taking their passing lanes inside away. So we made a little adjustments at halftime, talked about what we wanted to do with their when they go the ball inside, when to dig on it. We worked on some drills yesterday about doubling in the post. Also, when their post players on the perimeter, we didn't guard them, so we did jam it up more inside. So we adjusted because we knew their post players probably weren't going to shoot a lot of jump shots. So we tried to make sure when they were in the perimeter, we back off. But you're right, we got a lot of loose balls and did a much better job defensively second half.
You contested a lot of things at the bucket, though, too.
We did. Like I said, our calling card is defense. Thankfully, we played good defense because our offensive execution was not what I was hoping it to be. But give them credit. They played a really good job, did a really good job defensively. Had a lot of, they contest a lot of Paige's shots and just really forced us to take difficult shots.
How big is it to beat these guys twice?
Oh, it's huge because they're a very good basketball team. I mean, they just won at Catoctin, who's a very good team. They beat Middletown by a bunch a week or two ago. So they're really a basketball team. We just, we're fortunate. We just made a few more plays than they did.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Coach Murphy. Appreciate that. And you talked about Paige Smith and, a little bit of a slow start. Shooters always find a way to get their points, right? Paige Smith ends up here with 20. Really kind of turned things on here in the second half of this game.
She really did, but she got her looks out of Coach's offense. She would post up. They ran fist a lot. They got the nice duck in down on the backside for her, and that's where she scored, and at the foul line. She went to her spots to score this time, where I felt like in the first half she was trying to force the issue to score, and it was not within the offensive sets.
We talked about the depth that Williamsport. What I took away from this is that Coach Murphy can run 8, 9, 10 players out there with a lot of confidence. He seemed very confident putting players out there, putting them in situations, and substituting, pretty liberally here tonight.
They did, and when him and I talked earlier, it was I can play 10 every single game, and I think he has instilled confidence in them by doing that, but he also lets them play. Like, he tells them what their roles are. Bob was asking Ellie Lavasser. Ellie knows her role. Her role is to go out there and be the toughest kid on the court, be the defender that nobody wants to have to go against offensively, and it does make it easier for the people like Paige and Cam and those guys to be able to rest a little bit on defense so they can score on offense and carry the load there.
Now, with an 18-0 record now, we mentioned the upcoming schedule for Williamsport here in the next week and a half. You've got Middletown next Wednesday. You've got North Hagerstown, doesn't have a great record, but they have a ton of talent.
They do.
And then Catoctin, who Coach Murphy mentioned, right around the corner as well. Does that pressure start to build a little bit with that unbeaten record?
I think if you look at it from that perspective, you're going to get lost in the shuffle. I think if you look at it and say, okay, tomorrow we're going to come out, we're going to have an hour practice after a really tough game today. You're going to go walk through some things. You're going to get here, get the blood flowing a little bit, and you're going to start prepping for Middletown. It'll be a light day, and then Monday you get a little bit better. I think Coach Murphy's been around this long enough, working as his own head coach, but he also worked for his dad. He's been around the game. They're going to take it day by day, and the next thing he's going to worry about is the calendar of tomorrow's practice. That's it.
Walkersville falls to 11-7 with the loss here. Jillian Silver leading the way for them with 12 points. Abigail Albertson with 11. And we talked a little bit off camera here. We're really impressed with Abigail Albertson.
Yeah, she's really tough. I mean, she knows how to use her body really well. And I would say that in playoff basketball, they call it a little bit differently. I'll just be honest with you. The game's a little bit more physical, even in playoff basketball, compared to what we saw tonight. It plays right into who she's going to be.
Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. 45-37 is your final score. Williamsport knocking off Walkersville here tonight. We have one more live game coming to you, regular season, next Friday, February 10th. Coming to you right here from Williamsport High School again, and we're going to have that girls game, North Hagerstown at Williamsport, seeing two of the top scorers in Washington County, in Gabby Grantham Medley and Paige Smith in that one.
I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Should be exciting. Well, we're glad you joined us here tonight on Antietam Broadband, and we hope to see you next Friday night for North Hagerstown and Williamsport girls basketball. For Jab Brashears, I'm Mark Keller. We'll see you next time.